Hello Leo, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. Lately, my orthodontic device, when I say my name, it comes up, Cindy. Cindy. I can't say it very well. I can't say my own name. It really sucks. Anyways, I don't have to call me anyways, I'm right here. Hey pussycats, we're going into the High Priestess this week. We're going to look into the deeper, darker depths of the unknown for you. We're going to find out what your strength is right now. What's your potency? What's your kryptonite? What's your weakness? What's your nemesis? Keeps coming around, man. It's like persistent, but it makes you stronger. And what is your next assignment? Where are you going, man? What's going on? So we're going to start with the Witch's Oracle deck. I'm going to pull out a card for you, but I'm not going to do the incantation till the end. So you have to wait to get the incantation, and then I'll pull out the tarot cards and find out more information for you. There is an extended at the end of this reading. The link is at the top of the description. We'll look into the blind spot of your past and your future energies. So let's go right now. So that's a lot. That's so many. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? This is so weird. You have the Mirror, the Magic Wand, and then you have the Bat. We all know when well, we don't all know, you may not all know, but when a Bat card comes out for me in any of my decks, I associate it with ancestral energy. For myself personally, my grandfather. So for some of you too, ancestral. This could be something ancestral. Now look at you, like you're going to get 3 incantations at the end. You're there's some sort of energy here about manifesting. The first step is the wand, is the initial spark, movement, idea of something. And what you create will get mirrored back to you. But you are being guided by, like, your soul family, your internal guidance system, which is in a way influenced by ancestral guides, spiritual guides, yin and yang energy of the universe, all that good stuff. The hourglass is at the bottom. I just can't help but look at it and feel like you're approaching some sort of significant time. As I say that, it amazes me how I can remember a reading I'd done for you a long time ago. I feel like it's coming to fruition. There's a reading I did for you, I don't remember how long ago it was, like months ago. And it was about, like, almost like a date and a time written in the stars, in the universe. You don't know what the date and time is, but as you get closer to it, you know, like you know it. I can't explain it because I'm just trying to recall a reading I did for you. I'm feeling like that reading, the hourglass. It's like a destined date and time written in the stars, in the sky, and you're approaching it. You're going to know, like, as you get closer, like if someone asked you, well, what's the date, what's the time? It's like, well, I can't tell you. But it's almost like you can base your guidance on approaching this date and time by how you feel, how energy is working around you. I wish I could remember what that reading was called. Has something to do with that. I feel like it's getting close. Interesting. I'm so hungry right now. What's going on? Oh, look at that. Look, I'm jumping right into your Okay, your next assignment, like the last card here, I'm going to talk about everything else. But you got temperance. That's divine timing for me. It's one of the messages I get with this card. Divine timing. Oh, my wrist. So clumsy. If you guys can remember, if anyone's remembering that reading, if you can put the name of it, I'll try to find it and I'll link it or something. I feel like it's coming to fruition here for you. I'm getting that so strongly. And the divine timing is your next assignment, temperance. Like temperance is usually, well, you know, you got to be patient. The past has got to settle. The future is starting to unfold. Yes. Divine timing. It's so weird that that would come out as your next assignment, your next path or journey. And this hourglass is sitting here and it's really speaking to me about that reading I did for you months ago. About like something written in the sky, that knowing the exact day and time. Anyways, okay. Your potency here, your strength. You are the bomb, baby. You are the bomb. You got it all going on. You do. This is your strength. Are you aware of it? Are you harnessing this? Because let me tell you, what you got, others want. What you want to create, you can do it. That's some fine energy. There's some fine pussycat energy right there. Okay, but your weakness, you're like, you are holding it all back. No, you're like, no, I don't have that, Cindy. It's not going on. Yes, you do. You are holding it all back as your weakness. Feeling trapped, feeling confined, feeling like you can't move forward for some reason. Maybe in some way you are connected with this divine timing feeling. I'm picking up more cards. Maybe in some way here you are connected to this divine timing feeling. Because right now, I mean, your weakness is kind of the one who has self-imposed you here. Like you're a self-imposed entrapment. Feeling stuck, like you can't move. But my gosh, the Empress embodies all creation. Fruitfulness, fertility, abundance, manifestation. In the three-dimensional, like making it real. Making it real. Okay, but you're holding yourself back here. Oh, that was weird. What the hell was that? It's been a really weird week. It's been a really weird... My computer is sitting like off to the side processing the last video. The screen's gone completely blank. I trust that it still works when it closes its eyes. Some sort of light went across it, but there's nothing there. It's not on screensaver. Your nemesis, what makes you stronger, is the Hierophant. But the Hierophant keeps showing up. It's like, I like to say, it's something that frustrates you. It's something that pushes your buttons. It's just some sort of higher calling. It makes you stronger, but it pushes your buttons because the nemesis isn't your best friend. Your nemesis is a necessity that's been placed in your life to make you stronger. It's so funny that I would say that because a few minutes ago, my little dog Lily, her nemesis, was going for a walk. And it looks just like her, but it's black. Well, she's a little white fluffy dog, and this is a little black fluffy dog. And they hate each other so much. They're both female. They both have little pink collars and little pink leashes. Even the woman that walks Lily kind of looks a bit like me. She's got like gray hair, long gray hair, and she walks Lily's nemesis. Oh, Lily goes crazy when she sees that dog. But you know what? Lily's really balled up, man. She really like, she's become very like a little toughie. It's given her confidence to have this nemesis. So, right, like that's what the nemesis does. And the nemesis is often, too, someone that's sort of like your equal. I remember in entomology, biology class, something I took back in college, and it was a really interesting lesson, that your greatest, who you compete the most with, and it was talking about like animals and species, are those that you are most equally matched with. That is your greatest competitor. So like if you put it in to bring it down, like I think we were talking about entomology, I think it was my entomology teacher, but if you put it down into human perspective, or even Lily, like her greatest nemesis is a little dog that's exactly the same damn size as her, and it's the same sex as her. Because they both compete for whatever. I don't know. There's a really handsome little guy here, a male dog. His name is Whiskey. Maybe they're both competing for whiskey. I don't know. But that's what this is. So your nemesis, and when I created nemesis, I thought of Batman and Superman, right? Like they're both superheroes, but they both push each other's buttons in funny ways. Like Batman gets upset at Superman. Like, why do you have to be so positive? Why do you gotta be like, And yet, Superman, maybe he needs to look at the darker side of life sometimes. Like, you know, it's not all, you know, balloons and puppy dogs and fluffies. It's, you know, there's some tough stuff that you got to deal with in life. So this Hierophant is your nemesis. It's something that it's very close to you. Something very, very close to you. It could be some sort of contractual agreement between you and a person, an institution, but this, it makes you stronger. And usually you don't realize nemesis does that, but it does. That's an interesting nemesis to pull out, the Hierophant. Your next assignment is the divine timing, baby. I really feel like, I'm not feeling like this is patient. This is be patient. You're 2021. So I'm really pointy with the finger, aren't I? It's kind of rude. You're 2021. Release and receive was the movement. Your weakness, right? Your weakness is not movement. Your weakness, that's not your strength here. But divine timing is about to play out for you. Oh, this is really interesting. Look at what you have at the bottom here. You have the Nine of Wands. Like, you're kind of at your limit. I really can't do this much longer. And then you have the King of Cups in the back. I like that. And then it's all reversed. So too, it might be like holding back a really deeper emotional part of you. But your strength is the Empress. Ooh, yeah. That is the honey that pulls in the bees, baby. So let's start clarifying. Look at this. You have Temperance with the Wheel. Talk about divine timing. Divine timing is at work here for you. And some sort of karmic cycle is about to shift. What comes after that? And then. It's just too bad. Okay. Your strength, your potency, the Empress. You have the 10. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. If I was going to pick one queen that was closest to the energy of the Empress, I would say the Queen of Pentacles. Because it is the mother, it is the wife, it is, so too, like if you're masculine or you associate with masculine energy, you could also call this the Emperor. And I would also say the King of Pentacles would be very close to trying to describe the Emperor, or maybe even the King of Wands, because it's a little more fiery. But, so what I'm like, and that would be like the father, the husband, the patriarch, so your strength here, and with the 10 of Pentacles, your strength is really deep committed relationships. You have, that's your strength, and perhaps there's some sort of leadership that you, a quality that you have where this really shines through. Like you, because it's your strength, it also would be utilized to strengthen others. But the Nine of Swords sits in between. Like, either getting that or finding balance in it somehow for you. Like bringing this into the home. That's a little funny. Bringing this into the home, bringing this into the, yeah. Your strength is that you are really strong in like committed relationships. You are really strong as the patriarch or the matriarch, however you resonate with that. This is a quality that you possess, and you create a lot of abundance in that energy, in the possession of that quality. But the Nine of Swords sits between bringing the matriarch into the home. It's interesting. Okay, your kryptonite, the Eight of Swords. The Five of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Swords. It's almost like feeling trapped or you can't move. So you're disappointed, you're heartbroken, and all you can do is watch and wait. Like that's all you can do is watch and wait. Because you're totally trapped here. You feel trapped. Something's entrapped you. Oh, fascinating. Now I see how that plays out. Okay, so your nemesis is the Hierophant. I'm going to ask too. It didn't come out and tell me what this Hierophant truly is. You know, it's open though for all of you in terms of it represents some sort of higher calling, some sort of higher commitment here. Now, you got the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Wands. I wasn't really sure how the Queen of Swords was sitting in here in this story, but now I see the Queen of Swords is the only one looking this way, and she's looking towards this pile. And the Page of Swords is looking this way. There's something to do with your nemesis is what also seems to control you or make you feel very self-contained and trapped and not able to go forward towards what you want. The Queen of Swords is known for cutting stuff out, man. Like eliminating things that no longer serve. Eliminating things that are blocking the path. And I find it fascinating that she's looking over here. Because the energy of the Queen of Swords is looking over here. And this is where you're tied up and you feel trapped. So your nemesis, because right, like after something is cut out, after something is released, or you're released from some sort of confinement, you have victory here. The Hierophant is holding you back. Perhaps whatever this higher calling, this commitment that you have to something, it might feel like it's holding you back from what you see as victory for yourself, achievement of a really high stature with the Four of Wands, like celebrating some sort of energies here, like bringing these energies together. It's a double celebration. But the Hierophant holds you back. Now, but why? Perhaps something is meant to play out in a very divine way here. And Temperance. We're not going to be told. I'm going to tell you right now, I kept pulling cards and I wasn't getting anywhere. It was just like boom, boom, boom. Like just, the more I ask about how this turns out, the more it pulls me into a hole. So I'm not even going to talk about like most of that. That was just like, that's not the answer, Cindy. And it became apparent. So I don't want to put things into your head that aren't meant to be discussed. Because it's just like, it's going down a hole. Where I don't feel that for you. Like there's a shift here, but it's based on divine timing. There's a burden that needs to be dropped in this divine timing. During the divine timing. With the Wheel, these are the first three that came out, and that's where I should have stopped. I mean, that's all I was looking for. The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Your next path here, your next assignment. I really don't feel like you have to do anything, to be honest. I don't feel like you have to do anything. So I'm feeling, maybe that's why I'm feeling sort of lost in terms of where to take this. I was pulling out more cards, but it wasn't giving me an answer. You had the Two of Wands, the Death card, the Ten of Wands. It's like how you perceive something from happening, like not that way. Like release it. Don't even keep asking the question I was hearing. You have to wait and watch. That's okay. So you're doing it. You are doing what you're meant to do right now. Because you have the Page of Swords here. You're feeling like you're being held back from something. The timing will be right. The timing will be right for you. I'm going to pull a card about the hourglass. I'm really, really feeling connected to that. It came out so strong for me about some reading in the past. Can you tell us more about the hourglass? Justice, right? Look at the, the time is approaching. You have the Page of the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Knight of Swords. This new beginning is approaching. It's a karmic shift. It's a balance that needs to come forward, that needs to occur, and the movement will be swift. We have it's when the timing is right. It's gonna shift, and you will be completely free to move forward quickly, as fast as you want to go here. But yes, right now you're held back. It is a weakness. And it's a weakness because it's almost like it hurts with the Three of Swords. Almost like it physically hurts. And you guys had another reading. All your past readings are coming in for me about something that was almost like, in a way, it was almost physically making you sick, or physically unwell, or not feeling your best, or, having the most energy that you would typically have. Something's going to cut this out. The Queen of Swords energy sits here and it's looking at this. It may somehow be connected to this divine timing. There's going to be a shift, like working on something but feeling like left out in the cold, feeling like horribly left out in the cold, not connected anymore. Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups is at the bottom. There's some sort of new beginning here for sure. It's all about the timing. I don't know why the timing is so important, but it is apparently. So the mirror, the magic wand, and the bat. Oh, better get into that. The mirror. Mirrors date back to ancient times. The first mirrors that people used were most likely pools of dark, still water. It is believed that the first glass mirrors were invented in 1 AD by the Romans. In the medieval period, glass mirrors completely disappeared because during those times, religious confessions stated that the devil was looking and watching the world from the opposite side of a glass mirror. In folklore, mirrors were objects to fear. They were said to steal the soul, and that they were the invention of the devil because they had the power to draw souls out of bodies. Some believe that spirits can become trapped in mirrors. Meaning, although there is much negativity and superstition associated with mirrors, one thing is for certain: mirrors don't lie. When we gaze into a mirror, what we see is the true reflection of ourselves, both the good and the bad. We cannot deny the image reflecting back at us. Take a good look at yourself. But look deeper than just the surface image that is reflected. Look deep into your soul. Do you like what you see, or are there changes that must be made? Maybe this divine timing, I don't feel like it's a major change though. Let's see what the rest of everything is. So, okay, the incantation for this. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I welcome you to show me all. I need to see all sides of me, so a better person I shall be. I feel like it's a minor shift in something for you. Maybe you don't really realize how powerful, like of an Empress energy you are. Okay, let's keep going and see what else unfolds here. The Magic Wand. I'm looking at something else. The Magic Wand, Leo. It is said that the oldest and most famous magician's tool is the magic wand. Some consider it to be a symbol of divine wisdom. Others see it as a portable, handy version of a broom. Wands and references to wands can be found throughout history and in all cultures. The preferred method for crafting a wand is from a fallen tree branch rather than cutting from a live tree. The wood from which the wand is made determines its purpose. For example, apple wood is good for divination, ebony is favored for defensive magic, and while oak is excellent for protection, defense, prosperity, and sacrifice. The meaning. All magic wands found throughout history are said to be able to transmit energy to anything and anywhere. It is a focus point of your energy to channel magic into a specific place for a specific purpose. By receiving this card in a reading, you are given the gift of being able to achieve what has been eluding you for some time, or the ability to make whatever changes in your life that need to be made. Wands are associated with yang energy, the power to create change. Use your wand to focus your energy and make it happen. That's it. That's the connection with the mirror. There's something that you need to change here. And right, like yang energy needs to be utilized, but I feel like not quite yet. Because your power is in movement and energy, in change. But you're being held back. And so it's almost like being in the most natural state for you, which is very painful. It's your weakness, of course, right? Okay, oh sorry, the incantation. Magical tool in my hand. The future will be very grand if you help me wave away the useless ways of yesterday. Change is necessary, change is good. I now embrace it as I should. Maybe you're preventing some sort of change from happening. Look in the mirror and see who you really are. Because the Hierophant to me is a representation of what this commitment could be, right? Are you seeing yourself as the commitment that you hold to something else? Or do you see yourself for who you truly are? Now the last one here is the bat. I feel like the bat has something to do with the divine timing. A, because of their echolocation ability. And B, because of the ancestral guide energy I get from the bat. So the bat is highly sensitive to its surroundings and is considered a symbol of intuition, dreaming, and vision. Known as the guardian of the night, it also represents death and rebirth because it lives in the belly of the Mother Earth. It emerges from womb-like caves at dusk, and from the womb it is reborn every evening. Bats are highly social creatures and have strong family ties. They are very nurturing and have great sensitivity to members of their group. That's really interesting. It lives in the belly of the Mother Earth. That would be what you would describe the Empress as. There is great change within you to be reborn, but it's being held back. Right? And the bat is also, they are very nurturing, have great sensitivity to members of their group, which I said, like, it's like you are very powerful in this energy as like a matriarch, a patriarch. The meaning, when the bat appears in a reading, its message is about communication, releasing fear in any pattern that no longer fits in with your process of growth in regards to you and your family unit. Your old habits no longer suit the new opportunities that will soon be coming your way. Expect new beginnings. Trust your instincts. The intuitiveness of the bat allows you to see through illusions and discover truths. Are you ready for the incantation? Out with the old and in with the new. I'm dropping the baggage and it's long overdue. I will let go of the things that have bound me badly and embrace all new prospects very gladly. Oh, there's something coming in here, my pussycats, my dear Leos. There you go. That's your reading. I'm going to go and do the extended. Look at what from your past is still pulling on you and what from your future is pushing you forward, how this push and pull is affecting you, and how you can allow all things to flow freely. So, yeah. Oh, see, I don't need to do that now. I just need to be polite. Thank you for coming to the reading, Leos. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.